unbelievable show we got today. We're so excited.
We're going to head down to Texas, Oklahoma, where we get to talk to Craig Cameron. And Craig's going to give us an idea of how to ride with soft hands.
After Craig, we're going to be going down to Medicine Lodge and be with our good friend Kerry Kuhn and his son Colt, where we're going to learn a little bit about roping and following the donkey.
And we're going to ride on down to Weatherford, Oklahoma, and Phil Haugen's going to give us an idea of how to saddle up and enjoy the journey of a horse.
Ed, if you like breakfast Southern style, you're going to like Chef Del Mark on this. I'll tell you what, we got some eggs, and we got some ham, and we got some red-eyed gravy that just knock your socks off. You're going to love it.
Well, this is going to be a great episode I know you're going to enjoy, and it's the only horse show on your local broadcast television station.
So all you buckaroos and buckarettes, crack the whip, get everybody up. Better Horses TV is just about ready to start.
In a natural, free roaming situation, horses graze nearly constantly throughout the day and night. When feeding horses in stables, it's ideal to try to mimic this feeding behavior. Horses in stabled conditions should be fed their hay so they can pick at it continuously between feedings. Visit our website at stanleyforage.com under Nutrition, then Nutritional Resources to help transition your horse from winter to spring in the coming weeks.
Hey folks, good to be with you once again. You know, there's a story in the Bible, and you probably have heard it before, when Jesus fed the 5,000. Well, the Bible says actually he fed 5,000 men, so there might have been 15 to 20,000 people. He said, let's get some food and feed them. They didn't have any. This little old boy came up with enough faith to give him his sack lunch, had 2 fish and a couple biscuits. Isn't that a miracle? That's amazing to me. Well, at the end of the day, after everybody left, Jesus told the boys, get in the boat and go across the lake. And he went up the side of the hill and he began to pray. Pretty good lesson for all of us to get away from things sometime and just sit down and talk to God. Well, as he was watching the boys going across that lake, the winds came up, the storm came up. The boys thought that they were going to drown. They thought the waves were going to come in and sink that boat, and they had no chance. Well, Jesus comes off the hill, starts walking across the water, and listen to what the Bible says. This fascinates me. He was about to pass them by. He wasn't going to just leave them to perish, but what he wanted was he wanted them to call out to him, to cry out to him to save me. And they did. And the Bible says that when he climbed in their boat, the winds ceased. So the next time the storms of life start to take you under, just call out to Jesus and he'll climb into your boat. Hey, this is Steve Stafford. I'm the pastor at Risen Ranch Cowboy Church in Carthage, Missouri, and a very proud member of the Better Horses family.
Back in the saddle and out on the trail with Ernie the horse guy, now fun will prevail. We'll meet the best horsemen under the sun. Tip our hats to the ladies, keep the good Lord number one. Ride along, sing your song. Along with better horses, we're right where we belong. Faith and love from up above. The best of the good life's yet to come.
We'll be right back with Craig Cameron, all the way to Texas, showing us how to ride with soft hands.
No matter what discipline of riding you do, training, showing, and everyday stress is hard on your horse's legs. Decra Veterinary Products is a leading lameness company that brought you Osphos. Osphos is a clodronate injection, an intramuscular bisphosphonate to help control the clinical signs of navicular syndrome in horses 4 years and older. Ask your veterinarian if Osphos is right for your horse. Decra Veterinary Products is a proud sponsor of The American.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
Good afternoon, Craig Cameron here, and I'm going to be riding a horse today with the snaffle bit. And bear in mind that the snaffle bit is really designed to work and ride with two hands. Now you hear the expression a lot. Be independent with your hands. Be independent with your seat. Be independent with your legs. You know, I think the first time I heard that so many years ago, I was listening, but I was thinking down deep inside, I was thinking really, what the hell does that mean? You know, so I'm going to kind of try to explain that. And I think when people explain it in a way that you can understand, then you learn from it, and it's much, much easier than to apply. So again, independent reins. What does that mean? Independent hands. So here, I'm riding two-handed, but you watch a lot of people when they work two-handed, whatever they're doing with the right hand, they're doing the same thing with the left. Like this piece right between my hands is called the bridge. I like the bridge to be fairly wide with a snaffle bit so I can what? Be independent. So if my bridge is too tight, then I'm what I call handcuffed together. So anything I do with the right hand, guess what? I'm forced to do with the left. But if my bridge is wider, maybe I'm gonna go to the right, so I wanna tip that horse's nose to the right, pick his shoulder up. So instead of pulling back, I'm kind of picking up, bumping. So this right hand is up. Look where my left hand is. It's down. By keeping it down, there's where I can keep him soft in the pole. I can use that outside rein to push my horse over. So many things happening by being independent with my hands. Now, as you watch me ride, I'm going to talk about it. I'll try to just ride some maybe tight circles in here so I can be explaining my hands and where I'm being independent or different with my application. So when you start being independent, really applying yourself like that, you're going to get a better result. And by being independent, guess what? You're being a better communicator to your horse. It's a whole lot easier for him to understand. And don't forget, we want to get these hands right up here forward. If I want to go to the right, I'm going to go move my hands to the right. My right hand might come up, my left hand comes against his neck. This is my, again, I'm directing him to the right, I'm opening up with my right rein, closing with the left. The right hand is up, the left hand is down. Very independent. Again, to release, both hands are going to come forward. So when I turn, I don't want to bring my hands to my body, because if I do, then I'm pulling. And boy, guess what? The only time a horse can pull on you is when you're pulling on him. So let's go to work here a little bit, and I'll try to ride some little tight circles and be independent with my hands. So look, I'm going to get my hands up forward. I want to sit straight in the saddle, and as I ride to the left, a lot of times you'll hear me say at a clinic, get your left hand in front of your right, slightly. Left hand above the right. So look how my left hand is in front and above my right for great position. If I really drop that right hand, look where that horse, again, he can start softening at the pole. But I'm not pulling, it's just a light contact for position and control. So those hands are being different. Watch as I go to make a change or go the other way. Now my right hand comes up, my left hand goes down, my right hand is forward, my left hand is slightly back. Again and again, perfect position with these horses. If I take my hand way out to the right, I'm direct reining this horse. As my hand comes in close, it's indirect rein with that inside hand, but my outside hand is down and that rein is against his neck, and whoa, right there. So being independent with those reins, you can do it in so many different ways, in so many different maneuvers. You know, as we carry on with the YouTube work here, we'll work on stops, we'll talk on some rollbacks, but I'll be being very independent with my hands, and I hope that you'll be the same, because guess what? You're going to get a better result.
We'll be right back with Kerry Kuhn and his son Chasing the Mule, right after this message from our sponsors.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea? Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. The E-Series, legendary John Deere quality, unexpected low price.
Stop by and see Heritage Tractor at one of its 9 locations for your John Deere and Featherlight trailer needs. HeritageTractor.com. The 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear in Garnett, Kansas is a new place to shop when looking for men, women, and children's clothing. Along with boots, shoes, and accessories and gifts, they also have a great variety of area merchandise priced below the suggested retail price every day. 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear is located on the corner of Highway 59 and 6th Avenue in Garnett, Kansas. Hours are Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. Thanks goes out to 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear for sponsoring Better Horses and the Christmas Parade.
Ernie, what a blessing it is to have you here with us today. I'm so excited to finally be out here on this little filly that we got from the Purina Animal Nutrition Center. This is Che. Today is actually her 5th ride, so it's pretty cool. I got Colt riding Miss Purina. I'm riding Che. We're both riding horses that came from Purina, and I'm really excited about how this little filly feels and what we're going to be working on today. So, Ernie, what I want to show your viewers is this being the 5th ride, I'm not really big on worrying about my steering just yet. I like to spend time up here just being a passenger and getting these colts to flow out and find some forward motion. And what I'm going to do today is I've got my little miniature mule back here behind us in the arena turned loose, and I'm just going to go track this mule around a little bit and kind of let you guys see how this filly will flow around here and follow this mule. That way I don't have to be kicking a bunch. I don't have to be doing a lot of stuff with my body, with my legs to bring up life in this horse. So Colt, if you'll go sit over there in that corner, I'm going to go ahead and turn Che around here and we'll head down here to Bronson. Now Ernie, I've got my rope with me. What I love to do on these young horses when we're just getting them started is I love to take stuff with me, whether it be my rope, maybe it's my flag, maybe it's my stick and string. But I love to have something with me that I can set up here and make some noise and movement. So while I'm tracking this mule around, I can get this filly really, really quiet and relaxed with me being up here moving around. She's not going to be bothered by any sudden movement that I might make being up here in the saddle because she's going to be so used to me swinging this rope around. We'll see if we can't get old Bronson out of the corner here. Now I can kind of use this rope to kind of get some life to come up in old Bronson here. So as I get close, I'll just swing this rope, kind of get old Bronson to keep moving there if he wants to slow down. Now what this gives me, Ernie, it gives me something to focus on as a rider, but it also gives this young filly something to focus on. I'm not having to kick a bunch with my legs. I'm not having to steer with my reins. I got a lot of slack in my reins. And I just kind of let this filly follow this mule around. I'm going to step her out here a little bit to the right. Get old Bronson to go there to the left. Speed up here a little bit. There you see old Bronson kind of kicking at her a little bit. Just go ahead and pick my rein up. Bring her right back to him. And I can go right back. This mare will stay with him. She'll go on by him. But again, my goal is to just come out here and find something that's going to let me bring some life up in my horse and not have to be doing a whole bunch of kicking or even worrying about a whole bunch of steering while I'm out here just putting the 5th ride on this young filly. I can keep things quiet. I'm not having to bring up a whole lot of life on my end. Really, I'm just squeezing a little bit with my legs here, adding my smooch a little bit just to bring up some life in this horse, using my rope to help bring up a little bit of life in Bronson, and that also helps bring up some life in my horse, and then we just go have some fun with it. So instead of maybe coming out here and thinking I got to be kicking and whipping on my horse a lot in the beginning to get him to go find some forward, we'll just use something like Bronson as a magnet. Get old Bronson flowing around here and just let that magnet pull on our horse as this horse is getting comfortable carrying a rider around just here on her 5th ride. So I hope that's something that can be motivational and inspiring for your viewers. If your viewers would like to find out more information about what we do, they can go to kerrykuhn.com. And Ernie, as always, it was truly an honor to have you here with us this morning. Thank you so much, my friend.
Whoa, partner. Hey, we're going to be right back with more Better Horses TV.
I've been using the CSI saddle pad for about 4 years now. It is very important in barrel racing for your horse to be comfortable and sound, and the CSI saddle pad does that. My saddle always sits in the correct spot on my horse's withers and down his back and never rolls. I am very comfortable when I ride a CSI saddle pad. I feel balanced, and my saddle does not feel like it rolls on any of my horses.
The 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear in Garnett, Kansas is a new place to shop when looking for men, women, and children's clothing. Along with boots, shoes, and accessories and gifts, they also have a great variety of area merchandise priced below the suggested retail price every day. 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear is located on the corner of Highway 59 and 6th Avenue in Garnett, Kansas. Hours are Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. Thanks goes out to 6th Avenue Boutique and Western Wear for sponsoring Better Horses and the Christmas Parade.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Better Horses TV. I want to thank Ernie and Ed for coming down and having us on the show this week. This week what I'm going to be talking about is enjoying the journey. And when I say that, I'm talking about in this business and in life, you're going to run into lots of challenges. Okay, there's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be things that you have to figure out. And the thing about training horses, and anybody that has a horse and uses a horse for a discipline or simply for riding around pleasure, whether it be trail riding or something else, you're going to encounter some challenges. That's a given. What holds us back in our training is when we let those challenges frustrate us to the point that we can't make progress. I talk about this all the time with some of the guys that have worked for me in the past, and when we get together, there's a couple guys that have worked for me that have went on and been real successful. And we always talk about this when we get together about, you know, the horses that challenge you the most are the ones that teach you the most. Because when you get challenged with your horse, what your horse is saying is, I don't understand what you're asking me to do, okay? And when they're telling us they don't understand what they're asking us to do, it's up to us to figure out how to communicate to them what we want to accomplish or what response we're looking for. And when I talk about enjoy the journey, and I talked about this on one of my podcast episodes, and you can go to Be Your Best Horsemanship and listen to the podcast. It's about 25 or 30 minutes long. But when I talk about enjoy the journey, I'm talking about don't let the frustration build and build. Understand that frustration or problems, you know, that elevates you to another level because you learn and grow from that. Okay, there was a time in my training career where I didn't understand that, and because of it, all I did was let the challenges and the problems frustrate me. Well, once I figured out that wasn't doing me any good, and I need to figure out a solution and figure out a better way to ask for those responses from my horses, then number one, I started to enjoy the challenges. Number two, because I wasn't frustrated, I was more relaxed, and when I'm more relaxed, my horses are more relaxed. Okay, the horses you're training are going to be much more relaxed if you are. And when you understand that there are going to be challenges, there are going to be frustrating days, you start to become a better horseman then. Okay, impatience doesn't yield great horsemanship. Okay, horsemanship is a thinking man or a thinking woman's game. more of it's up here than physically trying to manipulate your horse to do a specific or a particular maneuver. I hope that helps. You know, I hope that gives you some food for thought the next time you're working with your horse. I invite you to visit us on Facebook at Phil Haugen Horsemanship. Follow us on Instagram at Phil Haugen Horsemanship. You can go to our podcast, which is Be Your Best Podcast, Be Your Best Horsemanship, and we're on all the major platforms, or go to our website, philhaugenhorsemanship.com, and you can contact us there. Thanks for joining us this week, and once again, I want to thank Ernie and Ed for having us on. We really appreciate it. We love being a part of this show. Take care and have a great week.
Hey, stay tuned. There's more better horses coming your way.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
Howdy folks, my name is Matt Job, and we're here at my ranch today, C-Bar J Ranch in Windsor, Missouri. And you'll see we have some cattle in the background. And today I want to give you a little tip on horses. This is my buddy James Sparks, we call him Sparky, and he came out and helped me today. And so today he's training on a 3-year-old, I'm training on a 4-year-old. We believe you need to have a well-rounded horse. We teach him about shooting, we teach him obstacles, we teach him trail riding, and we doctor a lot of cattle. So today we taught him how to hold pressure, how to hold on to a calf so we could get off of them and then we could doctor on them. You'll see in some of the pictures how we half hitch, we tie off on our cows, get off, work them. Our horses worked very nice today, especially for the first time. Get off the couch, do something good on your horses, and enjoy the rest of Better Horses TV.
Hello friends, welcome to the Hardy Grub with Better Horses TV. I'm here with Chef Dale Mark. Mark, what do we got cooking?
We're going to do a southern type meal tonight. We're going to do a little ham and red-eyed gravy. Got to have some grits, and you know how I love biscuits. So I'm going to try to make biscuits again. I ain't good biscuit maker, but we're going to give her a shot.
How many people do you know they just love having breakfast in the evening? And that's what we're doing right now.
Kind of a little bit, yeah. We eat breakfast quite a bit in the evening, so we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Anyway, here in the 3 cups of flour, we're going to add baking powder, baking soda, cream of tartar. I really don't know why we put that in there, but I'm going to put it in there. Some salt and some sugar. Now you whisk all that up really good. And then I've chunked this butter up and froze it so it'll stick together when I put it in here, because they say that's how you make fluffy biscuits, is with really cold butter.
I bet they're going to be good, Mark.
They haven't been in the past, but we're going to try. Get that in there. The other thing we're going to do while we're doing this is make grits. I have browned some bacon, and in the brown bacon we're going to add onions, some red bell peppers.
I figured you had to have the peppers
and
in there.
Just a little bit of jalapeno peppers. And we're going to sweat them down, and as soon as they get sweated down, we'll add them to the grits when the grits get done. In my version of grits, most people just put water and make the grits. Mine's half water and then half cream and half milk.
Mark, it's looking awful good.
I think the ham's about ready to come out, and then we're going to start making the red-eyed gravy as soon as I get the ham out. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, you better be brave.
Wonderful looking ham.
Now, secret red-eyed gravy is good coffee. This is the best coffee I know how to make. I'm going to put that in there, and we're going to reduce it down about half. And then I'm going to add some beef base and some beef broth to it to liquid it back up, and a little sugar, and then we should have red-eyed gravy in a minute.
Looks really good. You got this red-eyed gravy starting off with coffee. I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, that's what makes the red-eyed gravy, is the coffee. Now we're going to get all them
ham bits off the bottom of here and get them stirred up in there.
I'll stand back and let you tell.
All right, just hang in there because we got a little bit for this to reduce down. Hang in there and we'll be back in just a minute.
There's more Better Horses TV coming back after this word from our sponsors.
No matter what discipline of riding you do, training, showing, and everyday stress is hard on your horse's legs. Decra Veterinary Products is a leading lameness company that brought you Osphos. Osphos is a clodronate injection, an intramuscular bisphosphonate to help control the clinical signs of navicular syndrome in horses 4 years and older. Ask your veterinarian if Osphos is right for your horse. Decra Veterinary Products is a proud sponsor of The American.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed the Hardy Grub as much as we did. I had that really great southern flair. I mean, the grits and everything else is just unbelievable, Mark.
The biscuits actually turned out pretty good. I'm going to have to keep that recipe. That's the best biscuits I ever made.
Well, we expect to see it in our Better Horses magazine and everything like that. It was really good. The biscuits, the ham, and everything was really good. Like I said, and we still had room, if we wanted to do a couple eggs.
We could have. What do you think of the red-eyed gravy?
I really like the red-eyed gravy, and I love that. Like I said, your mom had such an influence on being from Arkansas and everything. She must have been a tremendous cook also.
And I don't know if we ever had red-eyed gravy or not, though. That was kind of an interesting. Yeah, it's really good with the ham. We'll have to do that again. I use it all the time.
We're so glad you joined us, and have a great week, and we'll be talking to you soon. This is Ernie with Better Horses. We'll be back.
John Deere is known for quality equipment. This quality has created a perception that John Deere is more expensive than other brands. But high quality doesn't mean high priced. The truth from buyers in our area is customers who have purchased a John Deere compact utility tractor saved more than $2,000. Dare to compare us before buying. You and your wallet will be surprised. Nothing runs as long as a Deere, and we'll prove it with our exclusive 10-year warranty. Visit heritagetractor.com/compare to learn more.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. If you've missed any of our shows, check us out at betterhorses.com where you can see all our episodes.
You want more Better Horses? Check our podcast out by typing in Better Horses.
And don't forget our newspaper coming out 5 times a year, also on the same website.
You're going to love it.